My background is mainly in the arts business. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in art history from Arizona State University. During the time that I got into my graduate degree, I also worked as the assistant director at the Larson Gallery in Scottsdale, where I really learned a lot about the inside details of what the art business is all about. Later on, I moved on to curate at the Orchid here in the background, and spent a lot of time really getting involved in the local arts community in Phoenix. There's an interesting relationship between galleries and artists, and I think there's a lot of space that can be closed between those two parties because they're all in the same business. And I think also the idea for a lot of especially early career artists is that it's very intimidating to approach a gallerist, somebody that's well known and established. And one of the great things about Phoenix and having events like First Fridays is it encourages young people to come out, interact with the art community, and that's everybody from the other artists to the gallerists and owners of buildings. That we're all here. Well, spending some time in the Phoenix art community and really getting to know the people and what's going on, I found that it has a lot of internal support. As a community, it's very strong and thriving and vibrant. But one of the biggest challenges for the artists and the art businesses and organizations here is that there doesn't seem to be a lot of external support, whether it be from the government or collectors, buyers. It's something that can really be built on. There's a lot of area of opportunity for the community to grow and continue to build recognition. One thing that I found a lot dealing with the local artists is that there hasn't been a lot of focus put on the business side of what they're doing. And I really believe that as an artist, if you want to be professional, the first thing is treating it like a business. And maybe not every artist really thinks about that or really wants to do that, but it's so important that if you're going to be creating and putting your heart and soul into what you're making, to be able to market it, promote it, and make sales so that you can support your business. And that's something that now with what I'm doing with artistserv, that I'm really taking a big focus on as far as what they need to do, what types of habits they need to learn, what types of materials they need to have, and how to use them efficiently so that they can then still spend a greater deal of time on their craft, which is what they want to focus on. Well, with artistserv, one of the things that made it come about was, I worked in the gallery business for so long, and I'd seen thousands and thousands of submissions. I've seen thousands of shows, not only that I've done, but at other spaces. And what I really wanted to do is get away from being that kind of walled off curator that people are intimidated to come talk to, and do something more on my own that could help the community, not just by showing people in one space, but really giving them some insight, knowledge, and actually hands-on support and help to put all those things together so that they could branch out. And so my initial establishment of it was basically just focusing on working with individual artists on the written materials. Let's get those solid marketing materials so you can take it and run with it. And it's grown because I had the opportunity to do a series of workshops with Chico Inc. here last summer, and I had 12 participants over 3 weeks, and we went through all the written materials, how to approach galleries, how to expand their visibility, and got amazing feedback on just the knowledge that they gained from that, and it really gave me a lot of confidence in what I know and what I can do for people. And from there, I've also done a lot of research into the physical spaces, which I don't know if you know a lot about the Arizona and Phoenix metro art community. The number of galleries has drastically reduced in the last 10 years, especially showing contemporary art and, most importantly, showing local artists. So I've talked to a lot of other people in the community. I've done a lot of research about what are some options that we could look into. So I'm doing some projects with public spaces now, and I'm also going to be launching a virtual gallery. So I'll be able to show Arizona artists online in a virtual space that I can promote nationally and internationally and help to maybe introduce them to people in other cities and countries where they can get other opportunities as well. If there's one thing I wanted artists to know, up front, think critically about what you want to do with your life. If you have to be an artist, be an artist. If there's anything else that you enjoy doing, do that first. You can paint on the side. Artists that put their heart into it and make it, they do it because they have to. And that's how I feel about what I do. I have another job. I'm always doing something else. But if the periods of time that I haven't been working with artists and been part of the community, those have been miserable times for me. If that's how you feel, then you got to do it.